Pacer organization has been in existence for more than 5 decades, and has provided baseball programs and facilities for the past 50 years.
And how long has this park been in existence?
We moved to this location in 2000 and in the year 2000, so it's 15 years that we've been here. And we were located at Woodland Grove for 12 years before that. If we have to move from this location in 2016, it'll be our 3rd relocation in 25 years. We build a park and then we're asked to move.
And so what? How is this going to impact? Or let's just get into a little bit more about the park. What kind of teams play ball here? Is it softball, baseball?
We have 5 leagues that use the park. 2 of them are slow pitched, and the others are baseball. We have 170 teams that use the park, and there are more than 2,200 players that play in this park throughout the summer.
So the cost of maintenance, how is that covered?
The maintenance costs, we have user fees for diamond use, and which doesn't cover more than approximately 50% of the operating costs. We have funds that we raise through advertising. We have grants that are available to us, and one of the largest fundraisers that we have is working bingos, and we raise approximately $30,000 to $35,000 a year working bingos to subsidize the park.
Who owns this land, actually?
The city owns the land, and we have a lease.
Okay, and you pay taxes on it, or?
No, the city looks after that portion of it.
And is it the city, or did the city give the land to the provincial government? How did this all go down that you were going to lose this because of the bypass?
The government has made the decision regarding the location of the ring road, and it will be going through.
Let's start again because.
No, I'm getting to the.
Okay. Yeah. I'm sorry.
And they've made the decision regarding the location of the ring road, and the government will be purchasing the land from the city, and they will also be paying what they call damages to relocate and replace the facility.
Okay, did you mean to say bypass instead of ring road?
Well, the most of the articles, or they suggest ring road rather than bypass, and I I believe there's a difference. A bypass, you go from point A to point B without any off ramps or anything else, and with the ring road, it would be basically similar to what we've got in the city at the present time, where you've got commercial establishments alongside, etc. It services the business community, whereas a bypass, you go directly from point A to point B.
Like the perimeter highway.
Right.
So I just want to know how many people would play ball out here in a season.
We have 2,200, over 2,200 players that use the park, and this year we'll be close to 600 games at this park. It's probably the most used facility in the city.
And how is it going to impact these? Like, are you going to be able to? Where's the new location? Let's start with that, or the proposed new location.
The city and the province Department of Highways have had several discussions and meetings, and to this point, we don't know whether we're going to be able to stay here in 2016, whether this is going to be shut down in 2016 and construction starting, and we having to relocate. The meetings that they've had to this point does involve relocation, and there were several alternate options that have been brought forward, but there's been no decision made as to where we might locate.
How long do you think it took to build this park to what it is today?
It's an ongoing development. We plant trees, we make changes, we put in another shed this year. We make improvements on an annual basis. To build a park with if you have to do infill and then leveling and sloping and then allowing it to settle, and then you have to again make sure that you don't have any pockets, any ponding pockets, or you go through it leveling everything again. And then seeding it to grass. It will take 3 years to build a park.
So if you have to be out by April 2016, what's going to happen?
Right now, we don't know. We don't know. We may just be out on the street.
And as far as the players go, what would they do? What alternatives do the people who play ball have? These leagues.
The players that I have spoken with and the teams are very, very frustrated with the entire process and having to leave the park. And what are they going to do? Some of them are probably going to quit playing baseball. Some of the slow pitch leagues may not return if we do relocate. And the same with we have a great working relationship with the senior league, the midget league, and Baseball Regina for the baseball programs. And if we lose the facilities, I'm not sure what Baseball Regina is going to do, what their options might be. We've looked at some possible alternative diamonds that the city proposed, and they're not adequate. They're not game facilities, they're practice facilities.
So if somebody were, what would you say to somebody who might come along and say, oh, they're just ball diamonds and, they can build them somewhere else? How important is it to have a park like this?
Well, it's not only important for the Pacers organization to have a park. It's very important for the athletes to have them participate in sport. The government promotes healthy lifestyles and wellness programs, and they talk about the benefits of volunteer organizations in the communities and the great work that they do. And in our situation, they're going to shut down the facilities where more than 2,200 athletes participate. I really have difficulty with that.
And what's your opinion about the location of the bypass finally? Do you think there's a better alternative?
I'm not an engineer. I don't know whether, and I don't know the values of the land, but the people I have spoken with suggest that if the ring road had been located a few kilometers to the east of our current location, it would be a bypass, and it would not have affected our operation. And yeah, it's not a good situation the way it is.
I have a question.
Go ahead, Stephen.
So if there's 2 or 3 years gap between building new fields, how does that affect grants and funding from the government?
It's a very good question. Our revenues are diamond rentals. If we have no leagues, no park, we have no revenue from diamond rentals. If we ask the advertising companies, the people that advertise here for money for a park, for a non-existing park, they will not give us any compensation. And the same with the bingo revenues. If we do not have a facility to operate. We don't have an operating budget, which we submit to Liquor and Gaming, and they approve the operating expenditures, and then we have a license. They give us a license to work bingos. That may be in jeopardy, and any other grants that we get may be in jeopardy as well.
What
So-
level of optimism or pessimism do you have for new construction being somewhat successful?
The new construction, I think we could have some work done, possibly to a point where we can use some of the diamonds in 2017, but we would not. I'm sure we cannot build a complete park in the year and in 2016, plus what we've got remaining in 2015. The I really don't know what to make of this whole situation. It's completely frustrating for the players, the leagues, and the teams. I have yet to speak to any member of the organization. That includes the teams, the coaches that that agree to allow the park to be demolished in place of a ring road. I have yet to find one person that says that's the right decision.
And like, can you salvage any of the hardware? Like, or are they all cemented in? Or
Yes, they're all cemented, and if you start demolishing them, you lose the tension that's on the wires from post to post, and you basically have to rebuild the facility. That particular backstop there, if we have to rebuild that, that's probably going to cost. It would be somewhere in the area of probably between $30,000 and $40,000. It cost us over $20,000 to have it built now, and that's a number of years back. So, and the irrigation system in the 7 Diamonds, that's worth hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Okay.
My guess is that to build a park to the level that we've got at the present time, it will be somewhere between $8 and $10 million.
Is there anything I've missed that you would like to add?
No, I don't think so. I think that's.
Like, has there been any? Has anybody thought about signing petitions, or maybe getting in with Y Tower Road? Or
We've had some discussions with both the government and the city, and we currently have. We're actually waiting for some response from the government regarding, first of all, whether we can use the park here in 2016. And I understand that the P3 partners met on Thursday of this past week, but we have not heard whether it's a stay or leave the park
for next year.
For 2016. Yeah.
Good. Thank you. Yeah. Can you get a shot of that backstop, Stephen? I think that's good,
Okay.
Jim. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Yeah, that's too bad.